Sekian ala mala mbak confirm la wol Pa, kola juma lon superstars thing? Yellow. Yeah, you mark it on, I'll mark it on. Where it on? Huh? What do you call me, Baba? Ila nying beran. Hey. Balance now. Hello, a warm welcome to the Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brickham. Good afternoon, wherever you might be getting our voices and signals. You most welcome and welcome to the Kembuje Derby. And the Kembuje Derby in the Brickham Summer Nawettan Qualifier between Black Star KM and Superstar Football Academy. And two sides all hailing from Kembuje in the fourth round of the qualifier of this year's Brickham Summer Nawettan. Who is going to advance to the Nawettan proper remains to see, and a victory for either sides. The team will book a place to the Nawettan proper of this year's Brickham Summer Nawettan. Is it going to be Black Star KM or Superstar Football Academy remains to be seen. And one thing is for sure, a team from Kembuje will be playing in this Brickham Summer Nawettan proper. Is it going to be the boys in white and green or the boys in yellow and black? Black Star KM dressed in white shorts, green shorts and green and white socks, while Superstar Football Academy in yellow shorts, black shorts and black socks. And Black Star KM currently playing from our left to right from our cabin, while Superstar kicks from our left go right to left. And Superstar is under the guidance of head coach Landing Jata, who is having the assistance of Per Bas, Usman Kujabi and Idrissa Jallo on the technical area for Black Star KM. And Black Star is starting with Osman Jaju in goal. Madi Seka, Bakari Sane, Salifu Jame, Ibrahim Adabo, Suleiman Seka, Yankuba Fati, Patrick Gomez, Abdul Rahim Ba, Ibrahim Jallo and Mohamed Kouli completing the 11. And Black Star under the guidance of Landing Jata and Per Bas is starting with Seni Sise in goal, Aliou Jahate, Jibril Sede, Ibrahima Sise, Abdoulaye Sane, Salif Nyase, Ibrahima Kouli, or Ibrahima Sise rather, Ibrahima Jahate, Omar Bajo, Pafara Mendy and Karamba Bojang completing the 11. And the boys in white and green, Black Star KM Football Club, playing from our left to right, whilst their counterparts from Kembuje, Superstar kicking from our right to left. Of course, it's a great afternoon and a sunny afternoon in the pre 3 p.m. showdown between the two sides from Kembuje and Kemo Kanye. Of course, it's a special afternoon in Brikama at the Box Bar Mini Stadium, as two sides in Kembuje locking horns, and one of the two will be advancing to the Nawettan proper of this year's Brikama Summer Nawettan.
Yes, very well, Pa. And then before coming into this particular game, both of them knows what a win will give them, and then a win, and without a win as well, their fate will still be hanging on the balance. But for the two sides, they were committed to winning this game and then moving towards the dreamland rather. So both of them knows that winning this particular game will give them an edge over their opponents who are already been eliminated outside of this particular elimination. So winning this particular game gives you a spot in the league proper. So that alone adds some spice to this particular game, because their course is to qualify themselves to the league proper, and then they know that winning this game, then they will be stepping in to the league, while the losers will again be having an opportunity to be playing in to at least secure a spot for themselves in the to secure a spot for themselves here at the best losers position, where they will be also making their way to the final to be part of the final 7 that will be qualifying into the BSC's Summer Nawettan. So 7 spots, 10 teams are now taking on one another to be able to get themselves to that particular spot. So 3 of the teams here wouldn't be lucky in this final round, but 7 of them will be making their way in out of the final 10 that are currently taking on one another.
Thank you very much, Kemo Kanye. In case you're just joining us, you are reminded that you still coming to you live from the Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brikama, in the Brikama Summer Nawettan Qualifier, and it is the final round of matches for the Kembuje sides, Black Star KM and Superstar Football Academy, and the winner will advance to the Nawettan proper of this year's Brikama Summer Nawettan. And of course, it's a Kembuje derby between Black Star KM and Superstar Football Academy. Both teams coming from Kembuje, and the winner will advance, and the loser will solely have the time to try its luck in the round of matches next season. Is it going to be Black Star KM or Superstar remains to be seen? And of course, we are joined by Sesidat Kujabi, who is of course a native of Kembuje, and then he must be very much affair with these two sides. Later on, we will hand the mic for some reactions. Into the gloves of the custodian, Seni Sise in goal for Black Star Football Club, and it's a chase on the far side. And Black Star KM guarding the ball off the area for a goal kick. The boys in white and green against the boys in yellow and black. The winner will advance and the loser will crash out, and possibly will have the chance to possibly get to the Nawettan proper in Brikam. Anyway, it's a goal kick for Black Star KM through their goalkeeper Osman Jaju. Osman around the center. The boys in white and green trying to dribble past his marker, lost it. And not for too long, Blaster, and the central referee this time has awarded the opportunity to Black Star Football Club, who are currently dressed in yellow shirts, black shorts and black socks, playing from our right to left from our cabin. And the central referee is of course Abdoulaye Sise, who is having the assistance of Nyomi Gassama Awasane and Buba Sedikan as the 4th assistant referee. It's a long one from Superstar and into the gloves of the netminder. that wouldn't trouble the goalkeeper. And it has been an end-to-end contest. What a game, what a showdown, and what a way to start this afternoon contest in today's Brikama Summer Nawettan Qualifiers. And of course, it's a tested piece for Black Star KM at a great position. Sidat Kujabi, welcome to the Box Bar Mini Stadium. And of course, it is a lively game. Two sides coming from Kembuje and both sides hoping to get to the Nawettan proper. It's going to be definitely interesting as far as the afternoon showdown is concerned.
Yeah, indeed. This is one of the most talked about games when it comes to this year's BSC Qualifiers, commonly known as the elimination. Like you rightly mentioned, both teams, coming from Kembuje, having so much in common. These are two clubs that have shared so much in common when it comes to technical expertise, and also players cross-competing to play for one another when it comes to different levels of competition. Black Star KM, who are headed by Usman Kujawi as the gaffer. At some point in the BSC Inter Kabilo tournament, he deputized as the head coach of Kembuje United. And in the technical setup, you have the gaffer of Superstar Football Club, who is also assisting him in that task to guide Kembuje to glory in that competition. So these are teams that share too much in common with regards to how they understand football, how the perspective or philosophy towards how they wanted to play. They have so much in similarity, and now coming against one another at this crucial stage only gave the people of Kembuje that excitement, that euphoria towards the final. Which of the two teams would eventually make it to the tournament proper from Kembuje? And the community do very united, but in the 90 minutes they will be divided based on club loyalties. The fans of Superstar FC would be desiring to see the team decked out in yellow and black, making it to the tournament proper. And also the fans of Black Star KM will also be desiring to see the Black Stars of Kembuje Madina making it to the tournament proper. So that make it very exciting. And one thing for sure is that Kembuje will remain united despite the fact that how the results unfold, because knowing that one team is definitely going to make it to the tournament proper and add the number of teams into the BSC Nawettan proper. That is something that Kembuje is excited about in this fixture. But then which of the team would eventually make it to the tournament proper remains to be unknown, and it's going to be a tactical battle between the two gaffers who are all one time my direct students when I was the head coach of Black Star KM, and Usman and then Ramos are all players. Ramos plays as a center back and Usman plays as a full back, learning football from me. Then they rose to the ranks of becoming technicians, wherein today they all have the mantle of leadership, guiding their teams to glory. So I'm also very much involved into this fixture to see two of my direct students, who will be the outstanding one into this fixture. Tells you much about this fixture part. There is a lot of historical fact unpacked in this gym, a lot of moments unpacked on this gym, and I can tell you for free, this is going to be a very, very exciting, though with a lot of tactical input. So at some point you will see the gym being that much close, because both teams know what the qualities, the strength and the weakness of the opponent is. And I know the gaffers will not wish to make the gym that much open, knowing what the other team is all about and what the other coach is all about. So there there will be a lot of cautionary approach into the game. But as the game unfolds, the flow of the game or the pattern of the game will gradually start to, intensify as we unfold. So prediction, I don't know which team will win, but I see, the goals coming in within the 90 minutes, despite the fact that it's going to be a tight game. But then I see goals coming in the 90 minutes. So.
Thank you very much, Sidat Kujabi. Of course, he is going to be one of our analysts here alongside Kemo Kanye. And of course, it's all coming to you live from the Box Bar Mini Stadium in the Kembuje Jab Derby between Black Star KM and Superstar. It's a corner for Black Star KM. It's a strong header coming from Superstar Football Academy. Pafara Mendy just there in time to head that ball off the area for a throw in on the far side. And the boys in white and green trying to be one of the most threatening sides since the commencement of this crucial game. And it's a game in which the winner will advance and the loser might also have the chance to play in the Nawettan proper. It is Black Star KM around the area of their oppositions. This time it's a strong one coming from the team captain, never trouble the custodian. It's a goal kick. And goal kick to Superstar Football Academy. And Superstar under the guidance of Landing Jata. And Landing is having Patrick or Per Bas as his assistant, whilst Osman Kujabi and Idrissa Jallo on the technical area. Black Star KM in this year's Brikama Summer Nawettan Qualifiers in the first game got the better of Yarambamba. They advanced on post-match shootout after 1-1 in regulation, and in the second round it was 1-1 against Maximiral before advancing on post-match shootout, and in the third round they have the bye to the fourth round. Here they are in the fourth round without playing the third round, and they have all the chance to advance to the Nawettan proper. And if they are able to advance to the Nawettan proper, they will surely play 3 matches to secure a spot in the Brikama Summer Nawettan. And for Superstar Football Academy, in their first game it was 0-0 against Black Lions before advancing on post-match shootout, before getting a 3-0 victory over Thunderlight in the second game. And in the third game it ended 1-0 in their favor against New Bojankunda, before getting a spot in the fourth round against fellow Kembuje side Black Star KM. And the clash is already at the Box Bar Mini Stadium. Who is going to advance and who is crashing out remains to be seen. One of the two will advance and the other will still have the chance. It's a set piece at a great position for Black Star KM once again. Currently 2 players behind the ball. 2-man wall assembled by Black Star or Superstar Football Academy. It's a long one from the team captain, and this time around it's a massive clearance. That was in the greatest of punches from the netminder, and the goalkeeper Seni Sise in goal for Superstar. Superstar Football Academy against Black Star KM at the Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brikama. What a showdown. What a showdown in the Kembuje Derby. There is a lot of concentration and focus in this game. From the community of Kembuje to the Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brikama. And the supporters here, majority will be coming from Kembuje to watch this crucial showdown. Is it going to be Black Star KM or Superstar remains to be seen. And it is now the turn of the boys in white and green, Black Star KM. Getting the ball around the center, not a decent one. Superstar regain possession around the center circle. It's going to be a chase for the number 13, Karamba Bojang. And Karamba lost possession. And before that is an infringement as signaled by the central referee Abdullah Sise, who is having the assistance of Nyumi Gassama Awasane and Buba Sedi Khan as the 4th assistant referee. It's a sunny afternoon from the theatre. Nothing separating the two as the score is still 0-0. Kemo Kanye, a lot of intensity, a lot of focus here as both sides have trying to find the back of the net before lemon time. And if they can't get it in regulation, post-match shootout will definitely decide the winner.
Yes, it is not going to be an easy game. As you know, a derby is always a very, very difficult game, irrespective of the side that you face in that particular derby, because these are the 2 teams that hail from the same area in Kembuje, and then they know each other very well, so they know the strength and also the weaknesses of each other very well. So coming to play a final game to book their place into the Nawettan proper, it's not going to be an easy and easy game, or it's not going to be an easy showdown for either of the sides here. But I mean, they will be mentally prepared for this before coming into this particular game, because playing against someone who knows you very well, you need to do the needful, or you need to be somehow invincible for you to go past that particular team. So let's see which of the sides here will be able to cruise past the order at the end of the 90 minutes here that will be played. But it is going to be a very, very tense affair. Already we have seen that the game have proven that to be the actual reality into this particular game, that they wouldn't want to leave up any space that their opponents will be able to exploit them in trying to making sure that they score first, especially score the first goal against them. So let's see what happens here, whether it has to be that of the Black Star KM, who started this particular game at a very, very high note. We have seen them threatening their opponent very well, but you can see they also come very, very close into this particular end. So let's see what happens here. Superstars also have come very close now, so you can see this is the game. This is a derby game. When your opponent is pushing onto you, you also try to make sure that you push to him maximally. And then we have seen recently the Superstars has also responded in that particular aspect, because firstly it was that of the Black Star KM that are pushing more of the ball and that are threatening, that are doing more of a threatening football on behalf of the Superstar side. But recently we have also seen them improve on their game and also on their tactics, so they are also going further. But it's not going to be an easy game. Already we have seen that being manifest here by both sides.
It's not going to be an easy game. Words from a colleague and brother. Of course, Himukani from the Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brikama. Sonny Doe with a lot of intensity in this contest. Black Star KM nil, Superstar FA nil is the current score in the Kembuje Derby in the fourth round of the ongoing Brikama Summer Nawettan Qualifiers. It is now the turn of Superstar, dressed in yellow and black. Black Star KM in their own half. Superstar now getting the ball further. Ball being chested down, but before that the flag of the assistant referee is already up against Superstar, who continue to search and search for a breakthrough. Which of the sides will get the first goal remains to be seen. And we believe a goal in this contest will definitely change the dynamics of this crucial and lively Kembuje Derby between Black Star KM and Superstar. It is now Black Star KM from the goalkeeper Osman Jaju. Long and high one. Partly headed out, factions of headers. It's an opportunity for Black Star KM in their opposition's half, not for too long. It is now the turn of the boys in yellow and black, who are trying to be as resolute and as cautious as possible. There is a lot of cautiousness in this contest and a lot of intensity of this contest. It is Black Star KM who flashes in across. On the far side, the flag is up. Despite being a sunny afternoon at the Box Bar Mini Stadium, the players aren't feeling the heat. It's just like a 5 p.m. or an evening contest from the theater. Who is going to advance, who is going to crash out, remains to be seen. Black Star KM, a team from Kembuje. Superstar, a team from Kembuje in the Kembuje Derby in the fourth round of matches. Player Russell, central referee not the least interested. Around the center, it's a delivery coming from the central defender Bakari Sane, who spreads that ball on the far side. It's a long one around the area into the gloves of the netminder, who tries to scramble and finally getting the ball easily. And the goalkeeper is Seni Sise in goal for Superstar Football Academy. Dressed in his blue colors, blue shirt, blue shorts and light blue socks. On the far side is Superstar, who are trying to possess the ball so well, and this time the ball is too strong as the central defender Bakari Sane will guard the ball off the area. So see that could be an end-to-end contest from the half of Superstar to the half of Black Star. I think we're going to see a whole lot of things as far as this contest is concerned.
Yeah, most definitely. This is a game that would be an almighty, cracker on the pitch, wherein both players of both teams are definitely going to put in everything onto the game to make sure they get the required required results needed to take them to the tournament proper. And you feel at some point Superstar FC of Kembuje. The academic boys are playing with more ambition, trying to push, Black Star into their own half in trying to unlock, their defense line, probably, get their noses in front. But then you see, the discipline in how, Black Star is trying to contain that pressure or intensity coming from the academic boys, and then gradually, trying to, exploit the opponent, weaknesses whenever, they attack in numbers, trying to take the game onto them. You see, the striker Boniface fondly called, trying to use her pace, to outmatch, the defensive organization of Superstar Football Academic, who are playing with lot of players in their midfield. This is why you feel, they get the upper hand when it comes to the midfield, because they are playing with four players in the midfield. You have Evra, E-Boy, Fra, and then Boo, who is more of a very intelligent bowler, very creative with his left foot. He knows, how to destabilize any defense line, and he knows where to place the ball, how to, deliver the final passes into the dangerous areas. I think he's one of the star players that Black Star, KM need to watch whenever, he has the ball on his feet. And on the other hand, the team captain of Black Star, who played in the last Nawettan proper for Santosu United, Ibrahim Adabo fondly Messi, he's one of the most important and experienced players for this Black Star KM within, the midfield department. So he knows what Ibrahim Jahate or Boo fondly call, is all about, and he is going to rely on his experience to make sure he mitigate, his influence into the game. And now it remains, the other part of the midfielders, that is Evra and then E-Boy together with Yankuba Fati of Black Star, and then Alaji Seka of Black Star, who would up their games to make sure, they get that dominance in the midfield. But then, this team, as expected, to be a very, tight affair, very tactical team, very discipline, when it comes to players' mentality, how they approach the game, how they manage the game, the cautiousness of knowing what is at stake, so we expect more of a mental or psychological aspect into the gym than that of the physical aspect of the gym. This is why sometimes you see the intensity of the gym will be high. Sometimes, the other team will try to, cool down the intensity of the gym, because the more the gym get intense, the more exposed and fragile, both teams become. So I think that's what both gaffers are trying to minimize into the gym and see what they can get, through, counters and then, counter attacks. So basically, game on par.
Thank you very much, Sidat Kujabi. And the game is temporarily stopped as there is a player receiving attention from the medics, and the player on the far side is Salifu Jame, number 2 for Black Star KM. And it's a goal kick, signaled by the central referee Abdullah Sise, and Sise Abdullah is the central referee. Nyomi Kasama and Awasane, the first and second assistants, whilst Buba Sedikan is the 4th assistant referee, and Buba will be playing in the 5 p.m. game, whilst Nyomi and Awa will still serve as first and second assistant. Central referee for this crucial game, Abdullah Sise, will serve as the 4th assistant referee. It's currently 0-0 from the Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brikama in the Kembuje Derby between Black Star KM and Superstar. It's a long one from the boys in green and white around the area. Anyway, both the ball and the shoe up there. That was definitely a great clearance. The team captain regained possession. Black Star KM to start the play from their own half. From the central defender going long on the far side. to the injured Salifu Jame, who came on the pitch, and he's been dispossessed. Black Star KM regain possession, not for too long. It is now Superstar trying to interchange possessive display on the far side. Lost it, regain possession, and finally it's a clearance. Ibrahim Adabo in the heart of the midfield, who also doubles as the team captain for Black Star KM, is indeed doing a fantastic job in the heart of the midfield. Superstar will regroup, whilst Black Star KM will deliver the throw in on the far side through Salifu Jame. In case you're just joining us, it has been a brilliant start coming from both sides. Black Star KM, a team hailing from Kembuje, equally Superstar in the fourth and final round of matches in the BSC Summer Nawettan Qualifiers. Black Star KM flashes in a cross around the area, eludes every player, and it is now a clearance coming from Superstar. In case you're just joining us, it has been a brilliant start coming from these two sides, Black Star KM and Superstar Football Academy. And which of the sides will find the back of the net remains to be seen. And in goal for Black Star this afternoon is Osman Jaju. And Osman Jaju is in goal. Madi Seka is one of the players. Bakari Sane, Salifu Jame, Ibrahim Adabo, Suleiman Seka, Yankuba Fati, Patrick Gomez, Abdul Rahim Ba, Ibrahim Jallo and Mohamed Kohli on the far side. Ball being partly cleared. An opportunity strike comes in, block in there, and Superstar will try to look for other options. Superstar Football Academy dressed in yellow shirts, black shorts and black socks, whilst Black Star KM in white shirts, green shorts and green and white socks. Black Star KM under the guidance of head coach Osman Kujabi and Idrissa Jallo, whilst on the dugout for Superstar is Landing Jata and a pair of bars. Nothing separating the two. The score is barren, and a goal, of course, in this contest will change the dynamics. Is it going to come from Black Star KM, or are we going to see the first goal coming from Superstar remains to be seen. Which of the sides will find the back of the net, and which of the sides will book a place to the Nawettan proper remains to be seen. Black Star KM nil, Superstar Football Academy nil. Both teams from Kembuje. In the first game for Black Star, it was 1-1 in regulation against Yarambamba before the team advancing on post-match shootout. And in the second game, it was 1-1 against Maximiral before advancing once again on post-match shootout. It was a bye in the third round around the area. Team captain, can he get something from this? And the goalkeeper alert enough for Black Star KM, Osman Jaju, to get that ball off the feet of the player. That was definitely very close. Is that a handball? That's a handball. A signal by the central referee, and that seems to be a warning from the central referee Abdullah Sise. What a showdown with a lot of intensity. Marauding left back and number 10. Abdullah Sane seems to be everywhere. He is indeed a mobile player, number 10 on his back. Two-man wall assembled by Black Star KM in trying to protect this set piece at a great position at the box bar. What an effort. It's a long one around the area, and finally, not finally cleared. It's a sunny afternoon. Player slips in the process. Black Star KM getting the ball low. Mohamed Kohli. Mohamed to the number 9. And of course the number 9 is Yankuba Fati. Back to Mohamed once again, who tries to go long. And not a decent header. It's a chase for the centre forward. And the ball finally blocked to touch for a throw in on the far side for Black Star KM dressed in white and green. Kemo Kanye. It is definitely a great atmosphere. Great contest between the two sides from Kembuje. And one of the sides will advance and the other probably will have the chance to possibly come through the playoffs. And then we believe a goal will definitely change the dynamics. And of course there is a lot of focus and concentration in this contest, as sets of supporters from Kembuje are definitely having a whole lot of concentration and interest as far as this game is concerned.
Yes, it's still goalless after half an hour into this particular game. But I mean, we have seen a number of chances, very good chances being crafted here. One of which could have been capitalized on and utilized to a goal. Of recent, we have seen the captain, the team captain for the academy boys, that is the Superstars, who came very close. But I mean, eventually the goalkeeper came off his line, and then that was Omar Bajo, and then the goalkeeper comes off his line, Usman Jaju, on time to deny him from scoring. But that again, they have put one at the back of the net. That is the Academy boy superstar, but in the end it was disallowed for an offside. So as I was saying, we have seen a number of very good chances being crafted here, one of which could have been utilized into a goal, and this time we have seen one, but which was rightly ruled out by the officials in the far end for an offside position. But it was a great build up to the goal, to that disallowed goal from the Academy boys, the Black Stars part.
Thank you very much, Kemo Kanye. And there is a goal at the Box Bar Mini Stadium. And unfortunately for Superstar Football Academy, the goal has been ruled out for an offside. The goal ruled out for an offside on the far side by one of the assistant referees. And currently the game is temporarily stopped as the central referee is currently trying to caution the players. Abdullah Sise is the referee, having the assistance of Nyomi Gassama. Awasane and Buba Sedi Kandi, the fourth assistant referee. A game with a lot of intensity. Moments ago, it was a goal for Superstar, but the goal ruled out for an offside, and the score remains barren. Say that Kujabi, you have seen a goal, and then almost the entire technical area for Superstar were on top of their voices and also on their feet to celebrate that goal. All of a sudden, we saw the flag of the assistant referee on the far side, and it's still game on 0-0.
I think Black Star KMFC are very just unfortunate on this occasion. That was a great build-up coming from Superstars Football Academic. You know, the build-up towards that goal that have been ruled out as an offside was a very great build-up. And now Black Star need to be aware of what Superstar are trying to do when it comes to the final third of the pitch. They try to spread the field wide. Try to utilize their fullbacks who normally overlap during final phases of the build-up, to give them that numbers when it comes to the final phases of the build-up. And now that outswing into the dangerous area would definitely meet one of the two strikers, either the team captain Umar Bayo Halan or Karamba Bojang at the other end, who definitely knows how to run into space, and all they needed to do is to be cautious of what Superstar are trying to do, and defensively to be very much alert, not to allow such kind of penetrations, because these are kind of attack that are very difficult for defenders to deal with, and also the goalkeepers to keep it safe from entering at the back of the post, because such attacks are very deadly. And now Black Star needs to add on to their concentration, their discipline, how they organize themselves at the back, and also try to improve on their offensive abilities whenever they are moving.
And it's a goal for Superstar Football Academy. Omar Bajo broke the deadlock, and the deadlock is broken at the Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brikama, and that's a goal for Superstar Football Academy. Seshidat Kujabi, we are talking about the dangers being exploited by Superstar Football Academy, and all of a sudden they have just taken the lead against Black Star KM at the Box Bar Mini Stadium, and now Black Star KM will have a whole lot of work to do. They have to get this game to parity, or else they will be saying bye to this competition.
Indeed, Pa. I think so far Superstar Football Academic have been the better side, taking the game onto the opponent. They believe in what they work on before coming into this game, and exactly they are trying to replicate or implement every instruction that have been given to them by their gaffers. The way they hold the ball, try to circulate the ball, move with the ball from different departments of the pitch. That it's not something that they just come here to to get it done without perfecting it at the drawing board. It's something that they have been working extremely hard to make sure it was perfected during at their training ground, and exactly with the way they are playing, you understand they know exactly what they are doing, how to get it done, and to make sure it's perfected. This is why it was easier for them to break between the lines or the organization of Black Star, and it find Umar Bayo Fonley Halan at the right position, and he just needed one touch on the ball to give him one step ahead of Black Star center back backs, and he made no mistake as he powered that ball into the back of the net with his left foot. That is his weakest foot, which is his left foot. But then the strike was just amazing, very very well precision, and the goalkeeper of Black Star yet again was caught at a very poor position as that ball beat him to land at the back of the net. I think the concentration from the goalkeeper also was not at its best, because when the ball was shifted to the left hand side of the attack, the angle he took towards the ball was not great. This is why the power behind that ball easily beat him. But those are easy balls for goalkeepers to fly and parry it away. But you see that poor goalkeeping coming from him, and then this has been a constant routine coming from the Black Star KM netminder. He has been casual for the past 2 games, and yet again today also I think that's a very poor goalkeeping coming from him. But a great attack coming from,
and he's an equalizer for Black Star KM. An equalizer at the Boxbar Mini Stadium. What a game! What a game in the 3 p.m. game. What a game, what a showdown in the Kembuje Derby. Sesidat Kujabi, a goal for Superstar, and all of a sudden an equalizer coming from Black Star KM, and this time it is the number 19, and the 19 for Black Star KM, Ibrahim Ajalo got the equalizer, and it is 1-1 and game on.
Yeah, game on. I think this one also is as a result of poor concentration, which are definitely needed in such kind of games. This is just like a final. You don't need that high level of individual brilliance or to excite and entertain the fans, but all you needed is to play with high sense of concentration, be disciplined technically, tactically, and also play with great organization when you are playing, especially without the ball. And you see that build up towards Black Star KM goal, the defenders were not fully focused, relaxed, knowing that they have a defensive responsibility, and that is to give adequate security to the netminder, and then take the danger away or avert the danger away. But you see the clearance was not that great. This is why Ibrahim Ajalo or Fonley Boniface was at the right position to slot it at the near post, and now Superstar will be just more than disappointed because they were leading and just few minutes to go into the lemon time. This could have been the game changer for Landing Jara Fonley Ramos to have an 1-0 advantage before going into the lemon time. That will give him enough time to rethink about whatever he needs to do to make sure he maintain that lead, manage the game into the second half, and see what possibly is needed to make sure he maintain that 1-0 advantage. But then that poor defensive responsibility and a howler coming from the goalkeeper cost him, and now he needs to think deeper and better as a technician to come back stronger into the second half. And 40 minutes now separates the two. Now it's all about which of the gaffers would come in second half brighter, with a brighter information given to the players to know exactly what went wrong, what to adjust on, and what to do better to make sure they get closer to perfection. It's game on.
It's game on. Thank you very much, Sesidat Kujabi, and of course it's halftime. Halftime at the Boxbar Mini Stadium. Halftime between Black Star KM and Superstar in the Kembuje Derby, in the final match of the ongoing BSC Nawettan Qualifier, and the winner of this contest will advance and book a ticket to the Nawettan proper. Is it going to be Black Star KM or Superstar? Remains to be seen, as Black Star took the advantage. Moments later, it was the turn of Ibrahim Ajalo who got the equalizer for Black Star KM. And of course, it's half time. We are off and we will have 15 minutes of rest. We'll be back for the continuation of this live commentary, and it has been Parliament Party. Kemo Kanyi, Sidat Kujabi, Usman Kamara behind camera operations. Until then, bye, and do join us in the next 15 for the continuation. Welcome back to the Box Bar Mini Stadium for the continuation of the live commentary and the second half between Black Star KM and Superstar Football Academy. And Black Star will now be playing from our right to left from our cabin, while Superstar kicks from our left to right. Superstar dressed in yellow and black. Black Star KM in white and green. The score is still 1-1. Superstar or Black Star Superstar Football Academy got their noses in front before Black Star KM responding swiftly, and the score is currently 1-1 from the theatre around the center. It has been a brilliant first half between the two sides, and we believe it's going to be a half between Black Star KM and Superstar. Which of the sides is advancing and which of the other is crashing in the BSC Nawettan Qualifier. On the far side is a chase for Black Star KM. On the right back and 7, just there in time, Abdurrahim Bar to get that ball off the area for a throw in on the far side to Superstar. Superstar under the guidance of head coach Landing Jata and Pierre Bass. Usman Kujabi and Idrissa Jallo on the technical area for Black Star. Central referee Abdullah Sise. Nyomi Gassama is the assistant, or one of the assistants. Awasane and Buba Sedi Khan, the fourth assistant referee. Lively contest, great atmosphere at the theatre. Which of the side is advancing? It's a Kembuje derby between Black Star and Superstar. Black Star KM and Superstar Football Academy. Black Star got the lead through forward Omar Bajo before Ibrahima Jallo getting the game to parity for Black Star KM. The score is currently 1-1. Long one from Superstar. A strong header from Black Star, and Superstar will benefit from another corner. It's a sunny afternoon from the theatre, and the game is live on LSTV1 on Facebook and YouTube at the commentary cabin. Lamin Fati, Kimo Kanye, Sexidat Kujabi, ball been tested down, cleared partly, and it's still around the area. Black Star KM trying to clear their line, trying to struggle against their opponents, and the central referee has already given the opportunity, and the central referee Abdullah Sise has given the opportunity to the boys in white and green. The boys in white and green, Black Star KM, will be hoping to play in the BSC Nawettan proper for the very first time, equally Superstar, and the winner will have a spot in the Nawettan proper, and will just be waiting for their opponents to also book a place, and they will solely become the very first team to book a place in this year's BSC Nawettan proper. If they are able to advance, is it going to be in regulation, post-match shootout to decide the contest between the two? Long one from the netminder, long one into the half of Black Star KM. Superstar player Rasul, central referee rewarding the player, and it's a double substitution for Superstar, and Superstar will introduce 2 fresh legs and substitute 2 tired legs. Who are those coming in and who are those moving out remains to be seen. And already we have 2 players on the area. Ready. Double substitution effected. It's a set piece for Superstar around the area, and the goalkeeper alert enough, and this time he thought he was scrambling, and then having that ball saved. Black Star KM in their own half, trying to cause some problems for opponents around the center circle. Player slips in the process. Superstar regain possession, spreading the ball wide, looking for penetration, and they get something from that. Ball been blocked in there on the far side, courtesy of Bakari Sane. And Bakari, one of the central defenders, going long, trying to connect the center forwards, wouldn't trouble the players in question. And it's going to be double substitution for Black Star KM now. Both sides picking it from where they left it in the first half. Sesidat Kujabi, welcome to the second half. Both sides picking it from where they left it. And it is already another great second half between Black Star KM and Superstar Football Academy. Sesidat Kujabi, we are back for the second half. And before that is an attack coming from Black Star KM, courtesy of Patrick Gomez. Patrick dribble pass one, looking for more, spreading it on the far side. And it is way too much for the advancing players. You see that both sides picking it from where they left it, and then interesting second half awaits between Black Star KM and Superstar Football Academy.
Yeah, we have seen the intensity of the gym have definitely magnified since the restart of the second half. Both teams know that they are now separated with only 40 minutes, separating the two, and any team that get it right in these early moments of the second half would definitely have enough chances of winning this tie. And this is why both gaffers are trying to inject fresh legs into the gym to influence the dynamics of this end-to-end encounter here. And we have seen Landing Jata of Superstar Football Academy injecting Yusufa Kamara, and then Fonley Yahoo, and then Tafa Mustafa Dabo, who is also another very pacey and very tricky attacker, who normally love to play with his advantage, that is his pace, trying to outmatch his marker, and from their last encounter, he have been very impactful coming from the bench, finding Haaland at the 18-yard. Haaland made no mistake but to put that ball in, to give Superstar the most needed victory to come to this stage. And now we have seen also Black Star KM Gaffer injecting two fresh legs into the gym. That is Valverde Fonley call, and then Ado coming into the gym. Both attackers are very pacey, tricky, and they can terrorize the opponent defense line. So it's going to be a second 40 minutes that we expect to see a more end-to-end and a more attacking gym compared to the first 40 minutes of this encounter.
Thank you very much, Sesidat Kujabi. Earlier on, Kemo Kanyi. Welcome to the second half at the Box Bar Mini Stadium and the ongoing Brikama Summer Nawettan Qualifier. Esprit Nawettan, and the winners will advance and the losers will try their luck next season. Around the center, it is Superstar trying to possess the ball, lost possession to Black Star KM. Superstar dressed in yellow shirts, black shorts and black socks, whilst Black Star KM in white shorts, green shorts, and green and white socks. Central referee, of course, is Abdullah Sise, who is having the assistance of Awa and Nyomi Gasama, and Nyomi on the far side, Awa on the other end of the theater. And it's a set piece for Superstar. And the boys from Kembuje, Superstar and Black Star KM. The winner will advance to the Nawettan proper. A glancing header around the area and into the gloves of the custodian. But before that, the central referee Abdullah has already given the opportunity. There is a player currently down. The team captain and the goal scorer for Superstar Football Academy is currently down, and he will definitely need assistance. And the player in question, number 9 and centre forward Omar Bajo, broke the deadlock before another forward Ibrahim Ajalo getting the game to parity for Black Star KM. The medics are already on the pitch. Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brikama is the venue. Who is going to advance and who is going to cross out? Kemo Kanyi, and of course it's the second half. Great beginning, and then both sides picking it from where they left it. I think we're going to see another interesting second half, just like we did in the first period.
Yes, very well, Pa. The job is yet to be done. We have seen already witnessed 2 goals into the second half in 2 minutes, one would say, because we have seen the academy boys here, superstars rather, taking up the lead here in the 37th minute, and then we have seen their opponents, Black Star, as well responded in the 39th minute of the play. So that was a very, very tight contest between the two. A lot of chances were created about each of these teams here within the first half. They have created at least 3 or more chances here that they could have capitalized on and utilized them into goals, but nevertheless only one of those that were created was utilized into a goal, and then we have already witnessed 2 goals in the first half, and then the second half has already begun, and then they have renewed their confidence and also their intentions into going all the way to qualify themselves to the Summer Nawettan proper here at the Brikama sports complex. So but the job is still not done. They know that if they are not able to settle it out in the regulation time, of course one of them must get their qualification through or from the post-match shootout. So they are aware of that. So let's see which of the sides here will be able to do the needful for their sides, whether it has to come from the Black Stars KM or that of the academy boys, that is the superstars. But both sides have been pushing very hard. They have been writing their intentions on the wall for everyone to see by qualifying themselves to the Nawettan proper. So let's see what happens here before the regular 90 minutes is ended here, Pa.
Thank you very much, Kimo Kanye. Earlier on, Shootout Kujabi. This game has a lot of intensity, a lot of interest and intensity from the theater. Box Bar Mini Stadium is the venue. Black Star KM against Superstar. Who is going to advance and who is crashing out in regulation or post-match shootout to decide the winner. The boys in green and black against the boys in white and green. Black Star KM playing from our right to left from our cabin, while Superstar, dressed in yellow and black, playing from the democracy end of the theater towards the police line end. Who is advancing, who is crashing out. Busy technical area for both covers. Usman Kujabi and Idrissa Jallo on the technical area for Black Star KM. Superstar is having landing Jata and pair bars. Both sides coming from Kembuje. Which of the sides will advance? On the far side it is Superstar heading the ball down, trying to penetrate. Superstar and having the central defender and team captain for Black Star KM, Ibrahim Dabo, just there in time. And Ibrahim is one of the midfielders for Black Star KM, doing a fantastic job in the heart of midfield. It's a throw in on the far side. Both sides desperately in need of a goal. Currently the score is 1-1. Superstar broke the deadlock, courtesy of forward and team captain Omar Bajo, before Ibrahim Jallo getting the game to parity. A player down injured. A game with a lot of purpose, a lot of intensity. From the Theatre Box Bar Mini Stadium, Brikama Summer Nawettan Qualifier is the competition. The winner will advance. 4th round match, the winner will advance. Black Star KM in the first game got the better of Yarambamba on post-match shootout after 1-1 in regulation. In the second game, it was 1-1 in regulation against Maximiral before advancing to the 3rd round. And it was a bye in the 3rd round to the 4th stage of the competition, where they are currently playing Superstar in the 4th round of matches. And the winner will advance to the Nawettan proper. And the winner will advance to the Brikama Summer Nawettan proper. Black Star KM against Superstar. Superstar in their first game, it was against Black Lions. It ended 0-0 before the team advancing on post-match shootout. Second game, it was 3-0 against Thunderlight before having a 1-0 victory over New Bojankunda in the 3rd round. And in the 4th round here, we are in the Kembuje Derby. The winner will advance between Black Star KM and Superstar. Is it going to be Superstar or Black Star KM? Remains to be seen. And the score is currently 1-1. Shootout Kujabi, and we believe a goal here might be enough for either sides. If one of the sides is to score here, probably that might be the end of the contest. It's a long one into the gloves of the custodian. Probably the first team to score here probably might win the case.
Yeah, indeed. the game is very, very technical, and then very close team, with minimum, goal scoring threat coming from both teams, especially in these second 40 minutes of this encounter. So you rightly mentioned, any team that, emerge to get their noses in front in this last, 40 minutes of this encounter would definitely have better advantage of going all the way of making it to the tournament proper. And then both teams know that, and they have put that into account, and you can see both gaffers on their feet, because they know that one goal from either team would definitely give the opponent team an almighty effort to go all the way to pull one, take the game to parity, and knowing that would be a difficult job to do. Both teams definitely would play with extra cautious, knowing that the game is 1-1 and they have less than 30 or 35 minutes separating the two. And when you score in the second half, knowing that you only have this game to play to book the ticket into the tournament proper. Now all you need to do is to make sure you manage that result and get the defensive responsibility perfectly behind that ball, trying to give enough security whenever you are playing without the ball. And it's game on, but to see 2 or more goals in this last 24 minutes or less than that would be something that would be very difficult. So any team that score one would definitely have better opportunity or chances of eventually making it to the tournament proper.
Thank you, Sheshidat Kujabi. Kemo Kanyi earlier on. Black Star KM1 Superstar Football Academy 1 from the Box Bar Mini Stadium. Brikama Summer Nawettan Qualifier, and the Brikama Summer Nawettan Qualifier is up and running, and the Super Cup is on Sunday 31st August 2025 between the league and knockout champions. The league champions Kabafita United against Manduari United in this year's Super Cup. Who is going to be crowned the 2025 Super Cup champions in Brikama remains to be seen. And the Super Cup in Sukuta is on the 30th. 30th in Sukuta, 31st at the Box Bar Mini Stadium. And of course the Serekunda East having their Super Cup on the 23rd Saturday. A whole lot of Super Cups. Gunjur in Nawettan Qualifier. Sukuta already done, Bakau already done, Serekunda West done, Serekunda East heading for the Super Cup, Brikama heading to the Super Cup, and of course Bakau heading to the Super Cup as well, 30th. And on the far side is a throw-in. It is Nawettan season across the length and breadth of the country, from local venues to Nawettan centers. Local venues to recognize Nawettan centers. A busy technical area for Gaffer Usman Kujabi and Risa Jalo. On the other dugout is Landing Jata and Per Bas. What a showdown. Which of the sides will advance and which of the sides will kiss bye to the competition? It's a set piece for the boys in yellow and black. Superstar from their own half. Long one into the half of their opponents around the area. It's a glancing header coming from the number 11 Pafara. Mohamed Koli rather. Mohamed Koli is currently down, and he is down injured. The central referee will force assess before calling on the medics to come to the rescue. The medics are already on the pitch and will give assistance to the player in question, Mohamed Koli. 2 substitutions effected by Black Star and 2 substituted effected by Superstar. And we have 2 tired legs taking up and 2 fresh legs introduced. Buba Sise is one of the players introduced by Black Star KM alongside Adama Jaju, whilst Yusuf Asedi and Mustafa Dabo introduced in the second half for Black Star or Superstar Football Academy. The game is temporarily stopped. 1-1 is the current score. We're currently having some other players warming up for Black Star KM. Who is going to advance? and a huge turnout in terms of supporters from Kembuje to see their boys either advance or cross out. The player in question is still down. Mohammed Koli is the player. Currently down, injured for Mohammed Koli, injured for Black Star KM. A goal or the next goal will definitely be crucial. Will Black Star KM have the opportunity to score the second, or Superstar will have the chance to get the second in this contest? And the second might be enough. If we don't have a goal in the second period, the game will definitely head to post-match shootout to decide which of the sides will advance to the next stage from Kembuje. It's a corner for the boys in yellow and black. Superstar floats that ball. That was definitely very close. And that would have been, Sesirat Kujabi, that would have been another goalkeeping blunder from the netminder for Black Star KM. And unfortunately, the ball sailed over the crossbar.
Indeed, another very bad goalkeeping coming from the Black Star KM netminder. To me, he has been, very, very horrible during in this game, and also, during the course of the competition. He cost the team on 2 occasions against Yarambamba. It was, a back pass which he decided, to, instead of clearing his danger line, he decided to pass the opponent striker, who slotted it at the back of the net. And also against, against Maximiral, it was another, howler coming from him from a free kick that was not very threatening, but then he has a poor hand behind that ball. And today also, from that angle where I believe he could have have his hand behind the ball and parade it over the crossbar, which he fails to do. And yet again, from that dead ball situation, the ball traveling in the air, sail almost every player, and he is playing not only with his foot but with his hand. He could have get his hand onto the ball, either catch it or push it away, but then yet again another poor goalkeeping. So I think if there is a player who is very vulnerable and then Superstar could exploit on his weakness, is the Black Star KM netminder.
Thank you, Sir Sidad. Earlier on came Okanyi. What a showdown from the theatre. Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brikama. From the democracy end to the police line end, the basketball end to the democracy end, and Black Star KM and fellow side from Kembuje, Superstar in yellow and black, Black Star KM in white and green. The team under the guidance of Osman Kujabi and Idrissa Jallo, Black Star KM, will be hoping to play in the Summer Nawettan proper for the very first time. Landing Jata and Per Bas, having Superstar Football Academy, will also want to advance. The winner will advance. The loser might also have the chance. As in the 4th round, 5 teams will have an automatic spot in the Nawettan proper, and the remaining 2 will have to play a preliminary sort of to get or secure a place in the Nawettan proper. It is 7 available spots in this year's Brikama Summer Nawettan Qualifier. 7 teams will advance to the Nawettan proper. Out of the 76 or 8, I stand to be corrected. On the far side is a set piece. It's Superstar now. Ships the ball around the area, partly headed out. Another opportunity, ball being chested down, and Superstar with another decent one. This never troubled the custodian, and the final touch was on the player for Black Star KM as the central referee waved in for a corner. It's another crowded penalty area. Crowded penalty area for Black Star KM. Superstar tries to deliver another corner. It's a corner for the boys in yellow and black. Will they be able to cause some problems this time around the area? And already the ball is already off for a goal kick. Time running out. Kemokani, probably time might not be on their favor. We still have time, but so they have to score. If they don't score, post-match shootout will definitely decide.
Yes, very well. Already we have played over 23 minutes into this encounter. We are in the 25th minute, so they have 15 minutes plus any other time that is to be added here by the officials for them to be able to settle out this encounter in the regulation time. Otherwise, they will push the game to the shootout. And so if the game has reached at that level, I mean, all the players and every other fan that is attached to that will be of a high emotions in trying to stand by their teams to making sure that they qualify and then move on to be taking part in the Nawettan proper. But I mean, to be participating in the Nawettan proper is not an easy game for any of the sides. So and then they are aware of that, so they will be, this is what they are fighting for, this is what the fight for this game is about. So and they are very much aware of that. So let's see what will happen here if the regulation time fails to deliver the difference between the two. One must win from the shootout, but already it's a Kembuje derby. They are from the same area, and then for now they will be divided. As you can see, they are fighting so very hard, but after the game I believe they can come together. In fact, both set of players can train for the other team that have qualified if they failed to meet the criteria for the qualification. So they will still have the opportunity to play the Nawettan if they are boarded out, I believe. But for it has to be settled here first. One of these sites here must be sold 100% that yes, we have now booked a ticket to the Nawettan proper after the regulation time or after the penalty shootouts.
As you don't post my shootouts or regulations remains to be seen. Black Star KM against Superstar. Two sides from Kembuje. It's a long one in the Kembuje derby, and the flag of the assistant referee is already up. The flag of the assistant referee is already up. Another substitution for Superstar. Superstar will effect their third substitution. Third substitution for the boys in black and yellow. Superstar Landing Jata and his boys, Osman Kujabi and his boys of Black Star KM and Superstar Football Academy. Both sides hailing from Kembuje. It's a strong one. This wouldn't trouble the custodian. The goalkeeper alert enough, currently giving instructions to his central defender. The central defender, of course, of Black Star KM. It's a long one from the netminder. Around the center. Clearance, not a decent one coming from Superstar. As the theater, one will advance and the other will have the chance depending on the result of the other fourth round of matches. Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brikama. It is Black Star KM now, around the edge of the 18. What a decent clearance. But before that, the flag of the assistant referee is already up and up against Black Star KM. Black Star KM having a player in an offside position, as waved by the central or the assistant referee, Nyomi Gassama. Nyomi Gassama just on spot to wait for an offside. And the central referee, Abdullah Sise, has now called on the medics to come to the rescue. Central referee, Abdullah Sise, has now called on the medics to come to the rescue. What a showdown. What an encounter at the Box Bar Mini Stadium. This is the Kembuje derby. A derby between the teams from Kembuje. One of the two will advance. Abdullah Sise has already given the green light for a delivery, and Nyomi is still insisting that the ball should be taken backwards. Nyomi Gassama playing from the democracy end of the box bar towards the police line end. Is one of the assistants alongside Awaksane Bubak Sedikan as the fourth assistant referee. Abdullah Sise is the central referee of this crucial and lively game. 3 p.m. showdown between Black Star KM and Superstar. And Superstar and Black Star KM sail from the first round of matches to the second round, third round, then to the fourth round. Black Star KM played the first game, second game, had a bye in the third game. Around the area, Black Star KM, can they find the back of the net from this? And the number 10 still trying to dribble past his marker, lost possession, and it's a clearance. That's a huge chance, huge opportunity, but squandered. Kujabi, time running out, and still time not in favor of any of the sides now. They have to score, or post-match shootout will definitely decide the winner. And then if they can settle it in regulation, it's going to be lottery to decide the winner. And then hopefully one of the teams will from Kembuje will solely advance to the Nawettan proper from the lottery if they don't have a goal in the final moments.
It's looking more likely that that the team would eventually, be forced to go into post-match penalties shootout. Like we said earlier, there have been, limited chances created in the second half. Those threatening moments coming from both teams at the attacking third of the pitch have been very minimal in the second half, despite the fact that both teams have upped their game. But then when it comes to those threatening moments in the opposition's dangerous areas have been limited as the game proceeds or unfold. So I think the Gavas would be thinking now what to do, to get it right after the regulation time at the post-match penalty shootout. I know, they would start thinking of, looking at their benches, see whether they have dead ball specialists from spot kicks who can come in to, help their charges in order to get the much required result at post-match penalty shootout, because the team is getting much tighter as the remaining minutes unfold with limited goal scoring chances coming from both teams. And now one of the specialists for Black Star KM in the name of Enzo is about to be injected. He is a very good midfielder. He has that eye for final passes and also a dead ball specialist. So I know we expected the Gavas would now start turning onto the bench, to see how they can get the much needed results, to get the results back.
That's an infringement, and it says set piece for Black Star KM at the crucial position. It's a set piece for Black Star KM at a crucial position. It's a set piece. Who is going to deliver? The team just need a dead ball specialist to deliver. Black Star KM 1, Superstar 1. Who is advancing and who is crashing out remains to be seen. Brikama Box Bar Mini Stadium is the venue. It's a set piece. Who is going to deliver? We currently having Mohamed Koli behind the ball and some other players. Bakari Sane also not far. And we also having Salifu Jame not far. We also having the new entrant Adama Jaju, also not very far. And who is going to deliver remains to be seen. Giant wall assembled by Superstar in trying to protect this great set piece. It's a set piece. The team just need a dead ball specialist to deliver. Who is going to take and who is going to kick and probably who is going to score. It's a delivery. The number 5 seems to be this time around way over the crossbar. Not a decent one coming from the number 11, Mohamed Koli. Was indeed at a great position, and now the team will effect this the substitution. With of Ibrahima Jallo, the goal scorer. Ibrahima Jallo scored the equalizer, and he is now being substituted. Ibrahima Jallo off, tired leg off, and a fresh leg introduced. Box Bar Mini Stadium. Buba Dabo is introduced. Time running out for both sides, Black Star KM and Superstar. Which of the sides will advance and which of the sides will crash out? In case you're just joining us, this is all coming to you live from the Box Bar Mini Stadium. On the far side, the flag of the assistant referee is up. The flag of the assistant referee is up. and time not in their favor. 34 minutes unofficial in the second half. Black Star KM 1, Superstar 1, 34 minutes, so we can say we have under 6 minutes of normal time plus what is expected to be added on Kemo Kanye before the central referee will push this game to post-match shootout if there is no goal in the second half.
Indeed, so Pa. So in the final 6 minutes here, I mean, both Gavas knows the timing. They are very much aware of the timing here currently, and I believe the players as well, especially those that are lately introduced, understands where the time is actually, and then the time is actually, and then they will try to, talk to their boys in trying to making sure that they stay focused and in the entire remaining minute that is to be played here, so as to push the game to the shootout. But they wouldn't want to lose. They will want to win here, of course. All of them will, both sides rather, will want to win. But in as much as they are pushing forward, they will also be trying to making sure that they are very much careful whenever they are going forward, so that they did not leave the good number of players of their opponent players behind them. Otherwise, they will be outnumbered when their opponents are attacking them on, or when they are defending against an opponent. So, but it is going to be a already it has been a very difficult game for both sides. But today, one of the Cambodia's teams will be getting their qualification into the Summer Nawettan proper for the Brikama Sports Committee. But as of now, none of the sides here is yet confirmed. It is 1-1. One must win to confirm your spot in the next round, and then with that, they are doing that effort to get themselves qualified into the Nawettan proper. But as of now, they are yet to be confirmed with a spot into the Summer Nawettan, but solely one of them will be making their way. It either has to be that of the Black Stars KM or the Academy boys, that is the Superstars, to confirm their presence and also their participation to the Summer Nawettan. So with that, we shall see what happens here. But it's all Cambodia derby, and then later on there is also going to be a very tough encounter between the games that will be between the teams that will be playing at the 5 p.m. where Benz and Bima will be taking on Reigns FA Park.
Thank you very much, Kemo Kanye. It's a decent one, and this time never troubled the goalkeeper. And it's a corner. It's a corner for Black Star KM. Corner for Black Star KM. And Black Star KM will hope to get something positive from this corner. Team captain to deliver. Ibrahim Dabo 12. Deliver the corner for Black Star KM. Crowded penalty area for Superstar. What a game. What a force and second half for both sides. Scored both goals in the first period. It's a low one. Not a decent delivery from the team captain. Ball been cleared desperately from the half of Superstar to the half of Black Star KM. And it is still 1-1. 1-1 is the current score. 1-1 is the current score between Superstar and Black Star. Black Star KM 1, Superstar 1. Time definitely running out. Time running out. Time running out for both sides. And if we are to have a goal here, will be a late goal. It's a long one around the area, partly palmed away, and the goalkeeper once again, another effort into the gloves of the custodian. What a scare for Superstar Football Academy, says Sidat Kujabi. That should have been a late goal for Black Star KM. Unfortunately, the goalkeeper on 2 occasions equal to the task.
Indeed, I think he was caught on surprise from that close range dagger from the Black Star player there, and the only thing he could do at that point in time is to parade it away. But unfortunately, that wasn't a great one. It landed at Buwasi's feet there, who is just at a close range. All he needed to do is to have a touch on that ball and it will land at the back of the net. But unfortunately, he also couldn't get his calm, to do the right thing and put Black Star at an edge here. So that was very disappointing on his part. He knows on a better day, he could dealt with that, much better, and then put it at the back of the net to put the smiles on the fans and the well-wishers. We have seen in the second half, but then it's unfortunate that Black Star happens to miss that golden opportunity in these 9 minutes of the game. That is crucial, and it could have put Black Star at a better edge in these last 9 minutes of this encounter.
Thank you, Seshirat Kujabi. Time running out. Any moment from now, the fourth assistant referee might put up the additional minutes. Busy technical area. Is that full time? Full time at the Box Bar Mini Stadium, and full time between Black Star KM and Superstar. And it ended in regulation 1-1, and it is now post-match shootout to have the decider. KMO, it is over, and now it is full time, and post-match shootout will now have the decider between Black Star KM and Superstar.
Yes, now that after the shootout, one of the Cambodia sides will announce their presence in the league, but for now, it is the regulation time has failed to settle the scores between the two sides. So they must try to put the end to this particular game through the penalty shootout, and one of the sides here must do that. So let's see which of the sides. It either has to be the Black Stars FA or that of the Future Stars to actually book their place to the Nawettan proper. But you can now see the both technical benches will be having a few words or some words with their players, and then try to give that instructions to them in trying to making sure that they deliver as expected, because in this kind of situation you need your players to be of their very good on the right state of mind, to be focused, and then trying to calmly take those penalties here to actually seal the victory for you. But the regulation time fails to settle that victory, and now it is going to be settled from the post-match shootout. One of the sides here, one of the Cambodia sides must announce their presence, as I have earlier mentioned, in the Brikama Nawettan proper. This is the final game for both sides, and all these players will be happy to be taking part in or to be participating in the Nawettan proper. Remember, this is one of the bigger zones when it comes to Nawettan football. So every player around Brikama here, or whoever is participating in the Nawettan, their aims and ambition is to actually qualify their team to the Nawettan proper, so they can also be taking part in the Nawettan, and then in the Nawettan, and then that is what their goals will be. And then from there, they will, from the Nawettan, you can have a chance to be playing in the first or second division of the government football. Who knows? We have seen players playing in the Nawettan and then straight go into the first division, and then making their way to one of the biggest leagues in Europe. So let's see what happens here, whether it has to be Black Stars to carry the day, or it has to come from the Superstars to carry the day.
Thank you very much, Kemo Kanyi. And it is now the central referee and the officials working on some pre-activities before the post-match shootout. Seshirat Kujabi, it is now lottery to decide. 1-1 in regulation. Now it is the turn of post-match shootout to decide. And seemingly, the team captain is going to have the first shot.
Yeah, Umar Bayo for you, Fonley Halan has been, one of the most dead ball specialist for this Superstar team. He has been doing it for Superstar on a different occasion, and now he stepped up to take the responsibility for Superstar. As a leader, he knows what is at stake, and he needs to do the right thing to make sure he gave that moral confidence, that moral booster to the rest of the teams. And now it's all about the goalkeeper who do the right thing, and the spot kickers to make sure they got it right.
His post-match shootout team captain Omar Bayo into the roof of the net. He scores in regulation, and now post-match shootout beautifully executed from the team captain, team leader Omar Bajo for Superstar Football Academy. And Superstar on post-match shootout, 1-0 up, and it's now the turn of the number 11 Mohamed Koli to take the first penalty. Sesidat Kujabi for Black Star KM.
Yeah, that was a great kick coming from the team captain of Superstar FC, and now Mohammed, one of the best dead ball specialists for Black Star KM, about to take responsibility for Usman Kujabi's charges. He did it in the past 2 games. He is definitely a great dead ball specialist, and pretty much so if not a bad day, he's going to slot that at the back of the net.
11 on his back, Mohamed Koli against the netminder Seni Sise. Mohamed Koli for Black Star KM. Mohamed! Saved by the netminder Seni Sise. Seni gets right and saved that ball comfortably. That was one of the most comfortable catches for the netminder Seni Sise. And Black Star KM down by a goal to nil on post-match shootout. Sesidat.
That was a very great goalkeeping, coming from Seni Sise, the young netminder of Superstar FC. He get, he's calm and cool. Take his time to read, the player, know exactly what the player wanted to do, and he believed in his instincts. Went to the right direction, and eventually that was in one of the great kicks coming from Black Star KM dead ball specialist in the name of Mohamed Koli on that occasion.
Yusufa Sedi now. Sedi Yusufa! The goalkeeper gets right to the roof of the net. And that's the second goal for Superstar. And the team is currently on the advantage on post-match shootout, Kujabi.
Yeah, that was another great kick, coming from Yusufa on that occasion. He wanted to celebrate, but at some point he feel not to celebrate due to the respect he has for Black Star KM, and also the gaffer of Black Star KM, who has been his coach at some point. And then I think on that occasion, the Black Star netminder also has a poor hand towards that ball. Yes, he went to the right direction, but the hand waved with a slow motion. If not, it could have he could have his hand on behind that ball, but the motion of the upper hand towards the ball was very slow. I think that's the reason why he got beat in that occasion.
Thank you very much, Sesidat. And of course, it's a brilliant one from the netminder Usman Jaju. Usman Jaju scored, and now it is his turn of Superstar Aliu Jahate 2 on his back. Sesidat, it's getting more and more interesting. It was a save for Superstar, and Black Star KM also need to save if they want to advance to the next stage.
Indeed, Jahate Aliu is one of the most stubborn and aggressive defender, and I love the way he normally takes spot kicking. He come wild with power behind that ball. He doesn't go for placement, but goes for power. I'm pretty much sure this time also he'll go for power.
Aliu Jahate to deliver. What a strike! And he goes with power and beautifully executed, and claps around the box bar mini stadium for Jahate. What a strike from the number 2 Aliu Jahate into the roof of the goalpost. And it is now the turn of Black Star KM from the number 2 Aliu Jahate to the number 2 Salifu Jammeh.
Jahate, everybody who knows him, who knows how he does it from spot kick, expected that he is going to go for power. And we have seen how he blasted that ball, at the back of the net, only to find, the Black Star netminder at the wrong direction. And now Salif step up. This kid knows how to, score from 12 yards. On his day, he is one of the most exciting, spot kick takers. But now Husseini is playing with a lot of confidence in between the sticks, having half a better hand behind Mohamed Kohli's goal there, and knows that another hand would give his team an edge. He will try to do the right thing, but Salif would definitely try to send him at the wrong direction.
Sends the goalkeeper the wrong way, but unfortunately wide. Salifu Jammeh sends the goalkeeper the wrong way, and unfortunately for Black Star KM, the ball went wide. Black Star KM on the verge of crashing out, but they can still have a chance of playing in the Brikama Soma Nawettan proper. They just need to hope that results elsewhere goes in their favor. Black Star KM against Superstar. Superstar will now have the number 11 Mustafa Dabo, who came on as a substitute. Dabo Mustafa 7 against the netminder Usman Jaju. Will he be able to score? And if he scores, he's going to be Superstars over the crossbar. He cannot just believe that. He cannot just believe that. Sidat Kujabi. That was just a moment of just score and you are into the Nawettan proper, but unfortunately squandered.
Definitely, this moment it requires cool, calm, and to get the best of your mindset. Knowing that you shoulder a huge responsibility. Knowing the weight of the responsibility that you carried. If you are not in the right state of mind, this would definitely be the outcome. He is a great kicker on a different date, but now the pressure of taking and qualifying the team to the next stage, I think, get the better of his mindset, and he missed the angle from that occasion, and now Bakari has the opportunity to bring Black Star back into the game, and now the rest of the job will be lies on the goalkeeper of Black Star to save their season path.
Bakari Sane, Bakari to the bottom corner. What a strike, beautifully executed, and Black Star KM will now rely on their netminder Usman Jaju. Usman Jaju needs to save, just need to save to keep Black Star KM in this contest. And this time it is Superstar who will rely on Pafara Mendy just to score, and if Pafara is able to score, they will be celebrating and they will have a spot in the Brikama Soma Nawettan Qualifier or Brikama Soma Nawettan proper. Sidat Kujabi.
I think this is the moment Pafara needs to do the right thing from the error that was committed by Mustafa Dabo on that occasion. And if Pafara went in the negative direction, missing the second opportunity, it could be an almighty difficult thing for Superstar to get what they are looking for. And now he blasted it at the back of the net, and now the whole stadium is going wild, and Black Star definitely bow out against fellow Kembuje team in the name of Superstar FC Power.
Celebrations and celebrations in style for Superstar Football Academy, and the Academy boys have booked a place into the Nawettan proper in Brikama. They cannot just believe it. Black Star KM will still have a chance, can still have a chance to play in the Nawettan proper. They just need to advance and still believe that results elsewhere be in their favor. Black Star KM got beaten on post-match shootout. Superstar Football Academy, Sidat Kujabi, what a celebration. Of course, they cannot just believe it after securing a place in the Nawettan proper. And just look at the celebration.
Yeah, they have every right to go wild and to celebrate it bold, because this is a club that is just coming into the BSC Qualifiers for the first time in their debut season in the elimination. They made it into the tournament proper, and Black Star, who have been here for 6 times in a row, 6 years consecutively, and now they have a golden opportunity, because they have never been very close than this occasion, but they blew the opportunity away, and now Superstar have every right to celebrate it with style, and Black Star only have to bow out from this competition in such a way. Disappointing for any Black Star fan faithful and fan. And what a day for Superstar FC Football Club. A big congratulations to Ramos and the entire, Superstar players there, and a big compliment and commendation and congratulations to the entire Kembuje football fraternity for showing another, high maturity of sportsmanship, despite the fact that, both clubs rose in from Kembuje, meeting at this crucial stage. They maintain high sense of sportsmanship.
Thank you very much, Seshida. It is all over at Mini Stadium, and it has just ended in the Kembuje Derby. Black Star KM 1 in regulation, Superstar FA 1 in regulations, and Superstar advance on post-match shootout. 4-1. It has just ended at the box bar. This is where we're going to draw the curtain. It has been Parlament Fati at the commentary cabin. Semo Kanye, Sidat Kujabi, Usman Kamara behind camera operations. Until then, this is where we're going to say bye-bye from the theater till we come your way again.